Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. This is the rise of Cornoe and we are starting to speed things up. I know the episodes go a little bit slowly, but we're slowly getting everything in place and things will start speeding up. It's about it kind of exponentially speeds up as you get more critical mass with some of your infrastructure. Let's keep a quick eye on these things. So we'll need to speed things up along here. So this is now working at quite an efficient rate, and so we'll have to have this one down for wear and tear at some point. We want to start construction of this piece. We want to start construction of this additional mine over here at some point soon. As well as expand our town here to get more workers, make sure everybody is nice and happy. Very glad to see we're up at the 85%. Let's see if we've had a bit of a drop in the crime impact. Yeah, I think instead of the 3,000 people, we now only have 1,900 people impacted by the crime piece. So I'm kind of thinking that it is helping, and we just need a few more police stations here, there, and everywhere, really. I think that's what we need to do. I'm also quite happy that we're now properly industrializing, and we're busy building and finishing off our first boat over here. It's a ship, of course, and when we finish it, we will sell the vehicle for rubles. So as soon as we get some more people in place, then we will go ahead and speed that up by adding more workers to the mix there. Now, if we have a bit of a look at what's going on over here, this is slowly filling up, but I guess we just want to make sure that we've got sufficient wood supplies in here. Where can we actually, what's the range? We can't actually see the range, can we? Well, and we've got missing wood in that area, not enough workers. We may as well drop our workers here a fair bit down to, say, about 5. We don't need maxed out workers everywhere. We'll drop this one down to, say, about 15. We still need to get the this station in place so that we can finish things off. While we're at it, traffic jam, that's fine. While we're at it, I might get our rail construction crews to start quickly looking at that. I don't need to do that any quicker, because we're still waiting on a lot of other pieces being constructed. So there's actually no construction going on just yet. So we finished off whatever we were constructing in this area. Oh yeah, all the way to the end there. Some of these other areas still needs a little bit of help. So we'll try and get a little bit of action going on over there. And at the same time, I'm kind of wondering, yeah, we can probably do that section there as well. This one doesn't seem to be in a location where we can work it, maybe from this side. I am, though, a little bit worried that we won't be able to turn things around. But let's see. Maybe we can get far enough so that it kind of works. We'll need to do a bit of stuff over here. So this one is not dropping off anybody here because we don't have any way of actually getting there. So the idea ultimately is that we'll need to build a bit of a tunnel and pop it out somewhere over here. This does generate waste, I believe, so we do need a waste area, but let's quickly start looking at our tunnel setup. Over there, we will need a train in here to bring the coal over this way, so we're a little bit short on a lot of stuff happening in this area. We should max out workers over here, definitely we should. Did we drop off? A fair bit of people was dropped off over here. We can start bringing in more trains at some point. But yeah, this guy should be running at a reasonable pace. Though I don't necessarily think it's got access to any proper waste management. Somehow I didn't pick this one up. So the question is, if we were to connect up to that one, yeah, somehow I don't think that's actually going to work. I may just have to add an extra station of sorts in here. So let's have a quick look and start a bit of construction on that as well. Maybe just the small one in here, it will be kind of sufficient to deal with that. And what I might add in here is I might add, I'll push it back a little bit more, right? That should be fine. And what I'll do is I'll just add a gravel road over there. We don't need the best of the best everywhere we go. So let's start the construction on that one. We'll assign these guys. so that we can start working on that and get that up and running as well. There's lots of little bits of construction happening over here, so let's assign these two to get constructed. We do pretty quick. We go through to the roads pretty quickly, I must say. Pretty quickly, and we're upping this so we can start getting gravel from here. The one thing we don't have going for us is the ability to pick up gravel. Oh, no, here. We pick up gravel by rail over here, so we can quite easily move gravel around. That's what we're wanting. This is going super slowly. Sign it. We already have a demolition officer signed, so this is going super slowly, waiting for the garbage disposal to come through and pick it up. So obviously we don't have crazy amounts of this stuff. Okay. So maybe crazy amounts of demolition officers available. So this is why this new one is up and running and doing its thing. It's getting into winter now. So where did this guy? Where is this guy going? Is he? I don't quite know. But this one should start construction over here pretty quickly, and it shouldn't be bothering much. As soon as it gets kind of out of there, it shouldn't be bothering too much of the others. And yeah, this will be pretty quick to build, I think. As long as we've got... Ooh. Not sure this guy can get back out. So let's help him out so that he can go and come back and do this thing again. Yeah, so there's going to be a little bit of effort to get all of this moving. We need all of this constructed and all of that constructed. This is assigned for construction. So lots of construction projects underway to try and get us in a reasonable position. Yeah, okay, so we've got some... Yeah, garbage containers are filling up. Yeah, absolutely. These guys are kind of doing their thing. Okay, let's have a little bit of a look at what we can maybe do here for the tunnel. So we want some pedestrianized tunneling going on. I think just that piece. Is that that goes underground, right? Yeah, that goes underground. So the idea being that we would like to make sure that we can provide access. And I guess if we bring it out here somewhere, we can get access to a number of different locations. So maybe we don't need crazy amounts of access. If we go underground, yeah, we can tie it in either there or on that side. Where else? We don't have any other worker requirements anywhere here. So really, we just want a straight line here as best we can. Now, unfortunately, we've got rails on both sides. So what I'm thinking we should do is... and we can't actually split it off unless we split it off here. And then we take another one and we go the other way. So maybe we do something like that. Infrastructure in the way. So let's do... Actually, let's do this. Okay, and then what we'll do is we'll do that. Train is waiting too long. Of course, that is a bit of an issue that we need to fix. Yeah, stuck behind, I guess, a track builder that doesn't know where to go. That's fine. That's kind of what I expected, because and we need to plan this out a lot better into the future, so that we don't have to. So that in order for us to make use of these new track builders here, or these new rail construction officers here, we really need to make sure that they can that we plan it properly for that. If we can plan it properly for that, it's not an issue. I think this is Cornoe Hills. Yeah, this is a place where I believe we're kind of running out of power in that one substation there, which is not a big deal because it's an industrial area that doesn't require full-time accessibility. So what I want to do is I want to connect those there. I want to connect that one there, and then we need to connect to a few different places. So we'll do the kind of pathway there, and I'll do the pathway on this side later when we can. For the time being, what we might do is we might do this so that we can start that construction, and we not. And we might do that so we can start those construction pieces. Okay, so now let's start that, and we'll assign our basic crews to make a start here, and we'll get these guys to come and make a start on that side, and hopefully we'll start building all of these things together. Now we can maybe start looking at assigning these guys, but we're still miles away from actively getting them anywhere. Still miles away. So where do these guys actually go? Let's just see. Goes to the Cornoe Hills Customs House Cornoe border. Yeah, so unfortunately it goes miles away to get rid of these pieces. So it's really inefficient in terms of this. But anyway, we don't need that. Once we got the one, we can very slowly make our way through these pieces. Everything else is kind of ready to go. We just need to get this construction moving. Okay, this guy is still... I guess, I don't know why it did absolutely nothing. It did absolutely nothing in its next stretch here. Really, really frustrates the hell out of me, these guys. Just build the next piece, guys. Come on, it's not that difficult. Just build the next piece. Okay, now I need to go and expand our areas here. Let's have a look. We're very close to being done. Wouldn't mind seeing what we earn from that vessel. But let's expand on this area. Let's just double check. Can everybody get their garbage picked up? No, they cannot. So my view is maybe we need an extra path that kind of runs through here, and then an extra garbage in this facility, in this area. So let's see what we can do. This is about the right spot. Yeah, I like it. I like it. So what we'll do is we'll tie this one in here. We'll do a pretty straight connection. We'll try and run it straight through there. Okay. We will go ahead and assign that. Let's close this one. Ultimately, once we get these pieces done, we need to assign both of them so that we can get it done. And then we'll look at building yet another one of these guys on this side over here. So we may as well make a start on that. So let's grab it. We'll get this guy over here. Yeah, it should be fine once we get that to work. So this should be fine. We push it back a little bit more. We don't want to. Yeah, so let's do that. So make sure we've got reasonable walking distance. We don't have an excavator available. Come on, really? One more. Well, if we don't, we need to. We don't have an excavator available nearby. That is ludicrous. Let's have a look here. Okay, it is a little bit problematic. So we will need a pretty fine range area here. So maybe let's go with something a little smaller. Might be sufficient here. Want to push it back a little bit. Yeah, I think that's going to be just fine. If we do something like this, that should work. And we should still be able to get a pathway, through there. So that's the plan. So we can do a path that runs through this area. So that'll work. Now, we will also try and get some more stuff going on over here. So if we wanted to continue the journey with this kind of style, I think that makes sense. Either this or that one. We could even do some of these guys down here. But let's try and make use of that particular variant. So I guess it's these guys, right? We go with this is the larger one. So we've got the one large one over there, and then we've got the smaller ones. So I guess this makes a lot of sense for us to try and do this. I'm going to try and do this we may do it this way instead. So we'll try and give ourselves a fair bit of room here. We'll do this one. Oh, we're going to get another one in here as well at the same angle. I like it. Let's do that. That's going to look pretty cool, I think. And then we'll get a smaller one right at the edge here. We may even be able to do two of them. So we may even be able to do two back to back here. So let's do that one. And we'll do that one there. Excellent. That seems pretty good, and everybody should have access, and this will be a nice little cluster. It's nice and I think nice and good. And what we have some room in here for a few other bits and pieces. These guys are going okay. So let's get the rest of this to start. We'll just use the do a bit of this. Do a bit of that. We'll do a bit of this to maximize walking distances. Probably make a start over here. That should be okay there. And what we'll do is we'll try to do that so that we don't use all of these areas, right? So we try and keep some of this open for some further construction in that area. This one could ultimately go in here if we need to. But ultimately, I think that's okay. So let's get all of those in place, and we'll start getting the crews assigned. Because these don't have lights on them, we can just get the roads crews to come and do them. They can happen pretty quickly, I think. So so just the standard pollution warning, because of where our pollution monitor is actively grabbing it, even though it's grabbing its readings, even though it's quite a distance. It's some biological waste in here. That one does have a container for biological waste. So that should be okay. We should be able to pick up all of those kind of things. Now, we may not have kindergarten space in here. Oh, and we do need an extra hospital. I was thinking maybe a small clinic of sorts in this area. Yes, absolutely, that would make sense. And we could even use this one and get the hazardous waste to go there. So that should be quite good. So let's see about a little clinic. We'll get Can we squeeze? Can we squeeze the smallest? No, we can't. So we'll have to go to this side to get that done. But let's start with the hospital first. So we're after a small clinic, right? So 60 people is probably about the right size. That's a bit too small. A hospital. So what does this guy look like? Yeah, I'm not opposed to that guy. Though we need to understand that this won't actually work, considering we don't have an excavator in this area, right? So we can't actually get that to work. These guys should all have access. Let's just see where this hospital's access actually ends up going to. All of them get access. So it's just basically on this side where we're not getting access. So maybe the hospital could go on this side and provide a little bit more access over here. I guess that's fine. That gives it's just a real, because we don't want to have it too close to the train station, right? We want to use these areas that's kind of not going to be used for anything else. So let's grab that. We'll get this hospital built out over here. I guess that access there, and they will also be able to walk through there. So I think something close to this road here should be fine. I'm not going to necessarily have... Okay, well, let's push it back a little bit more. Should be okay there. Okay, so let's go about doing this. It'll have everything it needs in the first instance. So that's fine. We'll do that, and we'll grab it a little bit of a road connection in here. Something like that. We'll start the construction. We'll close this one off. We'll get the road crews to come and work on that. And at the same time, what else are we missing in this area? Sickness, yes. Participate in any sports. Visit a hospital. Enjoy culture. So what kind of culture activities can we get into this area? So if we were looking at culture, natural history museum. Wow, that's a big one. That's the new DLC actually. Anything a little smaller? Maybe a main library is a little bit big. The concert hall is a bit, well, actually, the concert hall would make a lot of sense, something like that, right? Needs flat terrain. So if we could do the concert hall over here, I like it. It'll actually look across this side. I like the idea of the concert hall off of the edge here. So again, we're going to have issues with an excavator. So we need to bring an excavator team over here. So if I go all the way back where we actually have one of these teams just kind of parked up, I guess this crew could go over there. So let's change their depot. Oh, do we even have something in this area? I think I probably demolished what we had here. We had some spots over there. So let's clear out one of these. We'll demolish one of these guys. Let's have a look. Is this guy finished? Almost finished. I'm very keen to see what our income is for that. And what I'll do is I'll just bring it up all the way over here. So it would be... was it a depot? I think it was a free depot, actually. So if we were to just pop the free depot over there and then move all these guys over this way. So grab me this crew and move them all the way this way so that they can at least come and support any kind of construction activities that we've got going on in this area. Happy to see these paths are kind of getting finished off here. It probably needs a bit of a roll. Steel framing. So I think the roll is kind of implied and done. Then we need the lights and everything else. And the construction over here should start. Is this waiting for a roll? Yeah, this is waiting for a roll of asphalt. And then we'll start the construction of these additional pieces there. Now, let's come back to our area here and see what's going on. We again have a train that is kind of lost. So we needed to come back again. This construction has not started yet. Let's just make sure we've got everybody assigned here so that we can get this nice and done. Get that prioritized. Get this prioritized, please. This is slowly getting done. We are actively building some paths over here, so that's fine. Is this construction underway? It is, right? Resources needed. Okay, so nothing's happened here just yet. Even though we've got crews assigned to it, nothing is actively happening at the moment. Here comes some stuff, though. So hopefully we'll see some construction happening. We need to go ahead and finish some of this stuff off as well. All of these pieces are done. This section... we'll need to get rid of some of these things if we wanted to. Where is this guy going? Unfinished railway track? Oh, it's over here. I was just thinking, why am I'm missing some stuff. Okay, anyway, that's all moving and doing its thing. We've got these guys hanging out here. Building temperature is too low. Maybe what we'll do is let's reduce the number of people that actively work there, because we really don't need. And then we've got these guys also, so we don't have any kind of way of heating these guys up, which is a bummer. They're just going to have to deal with a cold working environment. These guys. Building maintenance is not necessarily happening. That's okay. This is, but at least this is maintaining a reasonable number. I think these additional buffers are really good that we have that. Wow, look at how empty this is. I'm guessing we're exporting enormous amounts of this stuff. Plus, we're doing a fair bit of construction at the same time. So all of that is kind of keeping us fairly busy. Now, construction will start over here, so let's maybe assign a crew or two to start to work on that construction there. But these doing a thing will get the hospital moving. We do need to get the crew here. That crew is there, so let's have a bit of a look. We'll go back to our culture piece here. We'll get the concert hall identified right over there. Excellent. Will that work? Not quite, actually. It's because we've got a little bit under... We've got a heating pipe underground here. Come on. Really? Are we really going to have this issue? Ah, there we go. So we should pop it in there, get our road in place. That's good. There we go. That should work. We can get the road crews to come and work here. We'll get this path connected up to that side as well, so people can actually get there. We've got some other paths that we need to build in this area also. So we'll do a little bit of this, right? We'll make sure to path it up quite nicely that way. We will be doing some pathing down here as well. Okay, so stuff like that. Let's get all of those paths to start. Okay, and at the same time we want a little asphalt path in here, and we'll get that to move also. And we're starting construction on these buildings, and that's good. We can get a statue in here, I'm pretty sure. We should get some kind of sports facility in here as well. So let's see, what kind of sporting hall or thing can we get? Well, we've got some on this side, but we probably need a little bit more. So can we maybe get a reasonable size sporting hall? Something like this, maybe. Could we get it to work? Infrastructure is definitely in the way. I do wonder if we were to say, let's level it from the center. You just see, oh no, not that one, this one. So if we say we don't have an excavator, no bulldozer. Oh, they're still coming. Okay, well, we'll come back and have a bit of a look at that. At least we are actively continuing our expansion in this area. We still need to build the big stadium. I'm kind of eyeing this area here, maybe a little slither of residential, and then maybe that area there for the stadium. It'll look pretty cool in that area. Is this done? We finished it. So where is our ship? There it goes. We almost missed it. Look at that. Let's get the sun to rise a little bit more on our first vessel here. And we'll try and get a reasonable snapshot. So if we do this, maybe, yeah, that's going to be our thumbnail right over there. I like it. So that's our very first real piece of industrial advanced engineering that we've produced, right? So let's grab a little bit of a snip there. So that is it. So if I click on it, though, do we know what it's worth? 1.2 million rubles delivered to customers to sell at full price. So 1.2 million rubles is what it's going to go for, and that's a pretty nice little number. So if we export one of those every now and again, I like it. So that is going to be a nice big boost to our economy. As we get more people, we can do obviously more of them, but that is starting to look pretty impressive. I like it. Lots of construction activities underway here. This, we should want at least one biological waste area in there. So hopefully these buildings will now have access to it. Yeah, it does in fact have access to it. So mixed waste and the likes, but it could also have access to the other side. Yeah, it does. So hopefully we'll see things working out a little bit better here. So lots of activities going on here. Now, what I wanted to do is I wanted to raise this up a little bit. So if we were to say level from the center, we switch this on and we say, well, guys, if we level this out, if we push this back a little bit that way, could we get something, could we get something reasonable in place here? So that's kind of what I'm trying to do here. If we push this waterfront well, at least just level it out towards the waterfront. Right, if we do something like that, could we potentially make use of some of this area? So a little bit, right? We just need to do, I mean, I'm trying to respect the topography as much as possible, but obviously we do need a little bit of flat land in various areas to make it work. So now let's have a look. So what I wanted to do is grab ourselves a bit of a sports hall here, and in reality, it is going to work just nicely. So if I didn't want to block the, I want to try and not block the view of our, and try maybe get the same angle. So yeah, I think that is approximately the same angle. No, this one is better. Get the same angle, move it a little bit over here so that we don't really block the view too much. So if we do just a little bit like this, come on, we should be able to, well, this should be workable, right? Oh, it might be, oh, we might still be getting the infrastructure underneath. Okay, well, anyway, that's the one there. So that will work quite nicely. So we'll get the sports hall in place. We'll do some nice little gardens and the likes in here, but I think that's going to be just fine. Yeah, I think this was the one that was causing us some grief there. So that's okay, and we can even run our trees up here as well. That will look pretty cool. Anyway, the construction here is moving pretty quickly now. Lots of new things. We have a heating problem. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's out here. That's fine. Understand that. This is done. So is this, again with this? Okay, so that's done. What we will need to do is we'll need to assign the next piece, which is this piece over here, please. And what we'll do is we'll send this guy back. So it's a bit of babysitting with this to get this to work. We'll need to be more effective at planning these things out. This section over here potentially needs a little bit of construction still. But we're looking pretty reasonable in this area, though these are not electrified yet. So it's still one of those things that we'll need to keep an eye on. That's pretty good. This is very close to being done. A couple of trucks, three or so trucks that still needs to kind of get its way there. So let's just assign these to be constructed because they're not finishing. And then hopefully we can get the rest built as well. So at least we can get some workers out over here. We'll need to fill these things up with distribution, all these kind of good things that still needs to happen. I would love to get our first coal train in here. Gravel is nice and full. Quarried stone should be full. Yeah, so really, all in all, pretty good. We need one more truck to go, and then we can probably start reconstruction. Now, oh, we've got the demolition office ready to go. Workers at this platform. I want to see, is there any workers left in here? No workers left in this one. Would have loved to see some workers pop in over there. So we'll have to keep an eye. Did I drop the workers? I did drop the workers, so we don't have tons of workers in there. This one is okay. We can have a reasonable number of workers in there. I think this doesn't need as many workers, right? So let's just get about 35 workers in there. We've already dropped the workers there a little bit. We're missing staff. So yeah, we probably need another train on this line. Did we get our export? Yes, we did. 1.2 million rubles in that export, which is a really good number. I would actually like to maybe up our staff here a little bit more. So we build it a little quicker. Yeah, so let's get a little bit more people in there. But yeah, another train, more people to kind of live in this area is kind of what I'm after. So as soon as these things are done, probably need to go and expand it to this area also, which should have reasonable access to the rail station. If we look at the accessibility, yeah, we should definitely get at least a few buildings in this area, and then we could go amenities at the back to solve that. And we will also be able to put some people on this side in this cluster next to this area here to make that happen. I do like our variations in this area, and it's looking pretty good. Everybody should be walking to the station at least. Yeah, so we're getting a pretty reasonable accessibility to that station, right? Yeah. We're getting this with this cluster going there. This cluster is going there. These two clusters should be getting there, right? Let's just have a look. Yep, absolutely. This cluster is getting there. These ones should get there quite easily. So that cluster that we build there should get there, and any kind of starting cluster over here should be able to get there. We don't have that direct access, but we could have a look at seeing whether we build a tunnel of sorts in here as well. If we need it. Okay, there we've got a little bit of snow going on. I would love to... okay, so we've got this up and running, though we rarely have any coal here, so we're going to struggle with that. So I think what we should do is let's start construction over here on even more items. So let's assign construction there, and we don't have construction ready to go here. Are we missing a road connection? Probably. Let's have a look. Yes, we are. So give me my... Give me a road connection right over here. We'll assign that for construction. We'll get a road crew to come and do it. So we'll build that one. We can also probably assign this crew here. And then once that's done, we can get that moving. At some point, we'll want to do these construction items also. Yeah, so let's make a start on that. I think that... Oh, we're going to need to get the mine going also. So... that's another problem for us. So anyway, we need to assign, we need to get this new construction area moving. So yeah, that seems sensible. Get that one back, come back, do your thing. Is construction actively underway here? Let's make sure to assign whoever we can to this area to get the construction moving. We've got some snow plows doing their thing over here. No garbage for small containers, that's fine. I'm assuming, yeah, it's the same area, so definitely this area is struggling with the cold a little bit, which is completely understandable. Out of fuel yet again. Is this... Ah, excellent. We can definitely get some fuel going in here now. Okay, so let's grab a couple of vehicles here. This is going to be only cisterns, I think. Well, tanks. Oh, that's what it is. And we would like capacity, please. So this one is 80 kilometers an hour, 25 tons. This one is 16 tons, 95. I'm going to go with these guys. Give me a nice, yeah, let's do that one. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them is going to be just fine. And what are we doing is we are picking up, let's just see. This one is the fuel. No, that's the bitumen. Fuel is over there. So you're going to go, and we can always bring in something else in there. So we're going to pick up over there, right? And we're going to drop off over there. We want to load it to about 50. And what we can do is we can assign this one over here. And we'll assign... we've got another fuel station somewhere over here, right? We'll assign that fuel station over there, and we'll assign this fuel station over here. So we'll get multiple trucks to, or a little bit of an overlap, and we can even assign this one right over here. So at least we've got a little bit of reach and a little bit of redundancy now with regards to the fueling. So does that mean these trucks are coming? Yeah, here they come. Here they come. So we should be able to continue that journey. Our trees are filling in nicely yet again. I may go ahead and just buy the final vehicle here also, just to make sure that we've got constant operations going here. I want to make sure we've got a reasonable piece of work going on. Excellent. Everybody's coming to fill up their stuff over here. That's good. I like it. That's fine. And we'll be able to at least fuel things up over here. Now, what's going on over here? We can start our construction on this side. Oh, that construction is done, I think. Yeah. If we go underneath, we should be able to assign that as construction, right? Get that moving. We'll get that next piece constructed. These are struggling. We want to construct this one, so it's good. It doesn't actually leave the connections don't go away. So we'll get that built, and then we'll move on from there. We absolutely need to get this stuff going. This is high priority. Get people here. We've got everything. Construction is actively underway here. This guy is... we can go ahead and assign... Oh, we can't actually assign it until unless we're coming in from the other side, which is going to be a bummer. So yeah, that's probably not going to work. So let's just get this guy to go back home until we get this finished. Yeah, that's good. We're moving. I'm hoping we can get it done before the end of this episode. I would so much just love to see this area jump into action. Now, what we can start doing is we can start doing kind of some vehicle mixes. So let's have a look at it. I'm not going to specialize the one versus the other. So we'll need some buses in both of them. I'm going to go with the smaller buses. Smaller, speedier buses, please. So let's go buses first. Based on speed, that's 100, and it does 45 people. I guess that's not a bad one. This is 85 and 32 people. 45 is a good number, actually. 85, 100. I like that. 45, this is a good number. I like these ones. Let's grab 2 of them. Okay. And then from there, we need a couple of bulldozers. We need a couple of excavators. And I think we can go those that's a little quicker. We'll grab those. I'll see about changing them. We need concrete mixers. Here we would like speed again. Speed is the name of the game. 13... Yeah, I guess this is the one we're after. Let's get a nice yellowy color there. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Okay, we want to keep a little... Okay, now we need some dumpers. Again, I think we'll go with about 4 dumpers. In terms of speed, this is 11 tons. That's 17 tons. This is the one we're going to go for. They're the same in terms of speed. Let's get these... the yellow variety yet again. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Okay, so now we also need probably just the 1 covered or 2 covered hulls. Something like this. Let's do 2 covered hulls. That should be fine. And then 4 open hulls. And that gives us... Oh, and then we still need the crane. Okay, so then we need... and potentially rollers as well. Okay, so let's grab... so we've got the covered hulls. We need the open hulls. In terms of speed, yeah, these guys are the ones. But I'm kind of tempted to do these. They're pretty much the same speed, but we get an extra 10 tons off of them. So can we get a nice yellowy color? Yeah, it's just this one. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. I think that's going to help us out a lot in terms of major construction works. Okay, now what we need is cranes. So I think a road crane is what I'm after. Something like this. So let's get... Okay, this is the speed. 27, 31. 28, 32. That's not bad. I think the 32 variety is what I'm after, actually. 39. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one. The 39. Let's see what colors we have. Yeah, I think we're just going to go with the construction yellow. So let's grab kind of 2 of them. And now the question is, do we need maybe a roller? If we want to keep building roads, yeah, we need some rollers. So a paver and a roller. I think that's it. We need 1 paver and we need 1 roller. This guy. Yeah, we'll go with this guy there. 1 paver, 1 roller. That's okay. Let's leave it there. So that is, I think, a pretty reasonable mix. So these guys should be able to now assist with construction. Now, what we need to do, we need to pick up some stuff. So part of what we'll need to do, so boards, citizens' health, too many criminals. I guess it's a new building, right? Let's just have a quick look. So we've got a building. What? Hang on. Pause it for a second. Let's just see. No, it must be when someone yeah, it must be here. This guy. So when someone just moves in for the first time, we kind of end up seeing some of these issues. But I think we're looking pretty good. Reasonable numbers there straight away. We can probably assign some construction over here. These guys aren't tied in just yet. We can... Oh, that's not done yet. So anyway, slowly start getting construction moving in this area. We should have more people in place, so that's okay. We'll close this down. Yeah, it's the same issue. These buildings are having the same issues. People, well, lots of workers there. Okay, good. Now, while we're looking over here, are we making a little bit of a move? Let's get another couple of batches in there. That should be a good number there. I'm going to go ahead and grab one more train, a train set to go to the construction area. Yeah, it's just this guy, right? That's the one. I'll add it to our line. So we'll add a fourth onto there, make a start, do your thing, get workers out to that area. We'll also obviously get construction crews from this side, so that's fine. I want to obviously double up on this number. We want to add some more people in here as well. Construction is moving slowly, though. We need to get our distribution sorted out. So this area we'll need to check what it needs, right? It needs electronics only, right? I'm almost tempted to, if we brought in, so what are the various things that we need that would come for mechanical components and electronics? That's the only ones. So we'll get mechanical components in here also. So we'll limit amounts, okay, even though they don't need it. So we'll do 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. We need electronic components. So I guess if we were to say maybe what if we do 50-50? We do 50 and 50 and then 0, 0, 0. Okay, so what does that kind of look like? 50 tons of mechanical components? I think that's a reasonable split, right? So we need to get a distribution office from over here to bring it over, though. But I guess we need these guys, not necessarily the exports, but the distribution. Let's move. We're exporting by train now, right? So what I need to do is I'm going to move. Oh, we have any empty ones? This one is empty, so let's change it to this side. And the other one is still busy. And that one is still busy sending some stuff away. That's fine. So what we'll need to do is once we've got this, we'll also need to please go and distribute mechanical components to over here, please. So we'll get some mechanical components to come in. I guess we can't actually bring in electronic components via rail. Where do we have electronic components? Do we have electronic components in here? We do. Fairly small amounts, though. So we're importing this. We've got fairly small amounts of it there. So what we might do is we might just import it from here. Border imports. And what we'll do is we'll bring it in here as well, okay? But what we'll just make sure to say is it's going to be, you want to, let's do it up to 50%, but only the electronic components, not the mechanical components. So we'll do that. So we'll get these to start coming in. This can come in by train, and it should bring in steel prefab boards and bricks. So it's going to bring in a little bit of everything, to be honest. So we're going to limit the amounts. So if we were to say 25, 0, 25, 25, 0, 25, 0, 0, what does that look like? I think these are reasonable numbers, to be honest. I think these are reasonable numbers. So we'll bring those in via this station once we've got it ready to go. We'll bring them in. We will bring them in. Everything else should be going gangbusters all the time. Fell trees ready, amount of wood in the forest. So we do need, let's try and give them some more trees here. So if we wanted to just go, maybe plant the trees here. Let's give it a little bit of an extra whirl. Yeah, so we help it out just a tad. I don't want to run out already. We're barely scratching the surface over here. Fire's been extinguished. Good. Okay, things should put us in a reasonable spot. Shouldn't take us too long to get to where we want to go. Okay, what do we need here? Oh, what I can do, are we dropping off, hang on, I just want to see, are we dropping off any workers here yet? Still seeing so little workers. Workers in there? No, completely empty of workers. Where is our next train? It's coming in with a full load of workers. That's a pretty reasonable load there as well. And then I'm guessing we still have one in here. Right? Can we see vehicles? Oh, vehicles inside the building. Only one tram. So I guess not. Should have 4. We don't have anyone in there, right? So everybody should be moving. Okay, hang on. Pause it. I just want to see. Anybody in this train? No one whatsoever. In there, nothing. I can't believe we're not getting any workers out here. It just doesn't make any sense. No one's got off there. Let's keep an eye on this guy. As it goes around, let's keep an eye. I just want to see what is the issue here. We should be dropping off some people here, but not all. Especially now that we've dropped the amount of people working at the fire station. We should be dropping some off, but not all. Yeah, I see lots of them still in there. Is it a matter of not getting there in time and they all disappear? That's kind of what I'm a little bit worried about. There should be 276 workers ready to be dropped off in this area, unless we're just not getting there in time and we're losing them. Yeah, there we are. That's exactly right. We're losing them just before we get here, which is interesting because it seems like it's just that travel time is not quite getting them in here fast enough. So we could get it to come in on the other side and then just go back. Get one train to come in on the other side. So that's probably our issue here. Or some of them should not stop and go straight to, but we can't actually go straight here. Okay, we'll have to figure that one out. See how that works. How are we progressing with this? Can we do this any quicker? We're very close. Very close to that. And our money is holding steadily. Our happiness is in a reasonable position. If we look at the crime impact, 1,400. So that number has definitely reduced. So I guess there's still an area here that's that might be affected by crime, which is causing us some issues. I want to get this constructed ASAP as well. So start working on that, and then we'll have to see what we do to make this work. Maybe we start running the smaller trammy kind of things in here. It's a little bit of an issue for us now that we can't get them here quick enough. If we upgrade, I don't think we've got much quicker trains unless we forgo the train sets and we run kind of the high speed or the 160 kilometer an hour ones. That's going to be a fair bit higher speed for us. We should be in a reasonable position to start doing some stuff fairly soon. So these amounts have been limited. We've got boards here. We should have prefab panels over here for the guys to come and pick up on. So what we can do is we can already start assigning. So we would like to pick up workers over here. We'll pick up gravel over there. We'll pick up asphalt in this location. We'll pick up concrete over here. We'll pick up steel. I think we'll pick up steel, bricks, prefab panels, and boards all here. But maybe steel and bricks, prefab panels and boards we can get directly from the sources over here. But if we keep this one nice and full, we'll keep it nice and full. So let's pick up everything over here, and we'll pick up the rest over here, which means they're quite nicely sorted out in this area, right? It's all fairly close by, so that's pretty cool. I wouldn't mind us getting that sorted fairly quickly now. Can I just get this done, guys? We need the last few loads to just sort itself out here, please. Right. And we do need to find a way of figuring out this issue. Oh, we had some... How did this happen? Okay. I thought... Okay, so the workers here is going to be a problem. Workers here is going to be a problem if we don't do a little bit of a fix here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little section like that. I'm very worried. Let's do... I think we should be able to get it built. Should get the crews to come and build it fairly quickly. We'll just have to babysit them again because they won't be able to go home like with so many other situations. So let's come and build this, please. They should be able to get there, no problems. Don't think... we can. Let's make a start here. They should be able to go by and come back. I think they'll be able to get there. They'll go by and then come back and build that. Okay, that'll help us out a little bit over here as well. So hopefully they can get this done pretty quickly. Yeah, so from a travel time perspective, while these guys are okay, the travel time issue here is going to be an issue. So we've got gravel in here. Cement will come in here by themselves. So this will be self-sufficient. As soon as we get coal, we're gonna be booming. This stuff is gonna boom. So come on, can we get this done just a little bit quicker? We need a few more loads of stuff. So a load of bricks, a load of boards, and a load of steel, and we'll be fine. Here comes the steel. Here comes the boards. Is it all the boards we need? Should be. All the steel we need? Yep, it is. So we need one big full truckload of bricks. That's big steel going that way. Why are we seeing big amounts of steel going this way? Where is that going? Unfinished footpath? Huge amount of steel. So it must be this underground tunnel. And here comes our bricks, right? Oh, it's only 3 tons? Oh, man. At least the construction will continue, but we need another big load of bricks. It could have brought... Oh, no, it couldn't have brought... So it must be on the way. Yeah, here it comes. The last load of bricks is on the way. So we should be in a very good position to finish this off. Where is our track builders? They should be arriving here at some point. There's a building on fire. Hopefully not here. Yeah, here we should be fine. We should be able to manage that quite nicely. Excellent. We want to build this at some point. This is starting construction over here. Excellent. That's good. We've got the crews ready to go. Can I assign that to the mix, right? Can you start sending some guys over that way? I mean, you should be able to at least start sending some stuff their way. Where's my track builders? There's a track builder coming in that way. I wonder. We could see this track being built from this side. Yeah, that's fine. That's no problems. Come on. I just want to make sure all of this is actually happening. I've been so frustrated that we only have half of the stuff actually doing something. That track builder is making its way through this way. I wonder... Oh, there's a track builder over here. Kind of just ignore the red signal for me, please. Another building on fire. I'm assuming it'll be okay. Now it's going... I'm hoping it can turn around. Yeah, so it's turning around, should be getting out of the way, and we'll get the next piece done as well, so we can bring in those guys a little bit. Are we waiting on a few more workers here? That guy's getting out of the way. That guy should be okay. Another building is on fire. Here's a load of workers, 32 of them to be exact. Hopefully these cranes are not great. Level 26, not too bad at least. But we should be finishing this off in just a jiffy. I might actually just pay for the final construction there, just so that we can see it happening. These little bits and pieces, you know, they can take ages to fix. Okay, there we go. We're done. I'm just going to pay for this. I know it's kind of against the spirit, but I'm going to pay for that. We'll get our rail signals in place. So we needed something like that. We'll need something over there and over there. We'll need something over here and over here. We'll need something over there and probably need a little something like so. And that should deal with it pretty nicely. Now, what do we need to do with this, right? We need to pick up, okay, so the various things we need to go and source. We need to bring in steel. We need to bring in bricks. We need to go and deliver over there. We need to bring in coal. So this is the coal pickup. So we need to pick up coal. Okay, and then what we need to do is we need to come and deliver in a few locations. So we need to come and deliver over here. Oh, hang on. Let's close this one out. We need to also pick up here, and we need to pick up over there, right? That's all of our pickups at this stage, right? That's all the pickups. And then what we'll do is we'll deliver on this side, and we will probably also deliver over here. Okay. We'll do a delivery over there as well. Okay, so let's see about that. So first things first, we need to be able to pick up coal. Okay, so let's go in here and buy ourselves. Okay, so we need a locomotive. So we need an electric locomotive, a reasonably priced electric locomotive that can run at fair speeds, right? So what have we been using? We've been using, I don't even know what we're using, but we want a reasonably priced one. So for something like 400,000, yeah, something like this. These two, this is the one. It's got a reasonable engine power, right? That one is a little bit better, but we don't necessarily need it to have massive engine power. Is it the extra? Well, it's not that much difference, right? Let's grab one of these guys. Actually, let's get two of them. And then what we're going to do is get some cargo wagons. So the first thing we want is we want hoppers. We can't actually. So we want hoppers. So we want open hulls, open wagons, and we want hoppers. So open wagon, let's look at hoppers. So this is a very good hopper to use, I think. This one is even better. So let's grab, let's pause the game when we grab a few hoppers. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll get 4 hoppers. Wow, this is pricey. And then we want open wagons as well. So this is quite a bit. That is quite a bit. And then we've got these guys. That's a reasonable number there. So let's get maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 of them as well. And I think that should be sufficient for now. So now we can go ahead and fill up everything that we need. So let us see. Are we going to go and... Okay, there we go. Now also send the hoppers out. Oh, you know what the issue is? We don't have any... we don't have this. So can I switch this one off for the time being? I can't switch it off, can I? I can't switch it off. I just want to make sure we're keeping some stuff in here. Okay, you know what I can do? Let's just slow down. Let's switch this off for just a minute so that we can fill this thing up and get some coal to go to the other side. That's the plan. If we switch this one off, right? We'll switch it back on. We just want to pull this up a little bit. There we go. There we go. Oh, no, still going elsewhere. We can't switch off the other stuff, but we'll switch that one off. Yeah, there we go. Filling it up. So I'm very keen to start seeing the coal trains come this way. So it still hasn't run. But yeah, it should go and run straight away now. It's almost the end of winter as well. I'm very keen to just see everything moving. Is this still... Or who's stuck where? Here we go. Get in there, buddy. Ignore the red light. Have we gone? Not yet. I'll switch the steel back on in a minute and ignore the red light again. Just get in there, do your thing. Because what we'll do is we'll start dropping off directly on this side so that we don't have to run all the way around. Come on, just go. I wish I could just tell the track builders to ignore the signals all the time. They should finish it off now. There we go. And that should be all good to go. Got a traffic jam. Ooh, not the normal variety. Why is this? Okay. Well, let's get you out of the way. It is the normal spot. It's just a different vehicle that got stuck there. Okay, so these guys should have gone. Oh, hang on. We don't have the unload area for that assigned. Okay, so let's make sure to pause it quickly. We forgot the unload area. The unload area, of course, is here, where we are unloading, okay? And at the same time, this is already stated as coal. So now it should go, right? There we go. Get yourself some nice loading up of coal. We can get a nice big chunk of them to come in. I haven't seen anything pop up in here just yet. Okay, so now we just need to make sure that we're actually signaling this up a little bit. So from here... okay, so from here we would like a chain signal, mix signal in there, okay. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. And then over here we would like to do a little bit of this and get this guy out of the way and do that over there, right? And what we might also need to do is we might get a chain over here, and we'll also get a bit of a chain in that spot right there. So now it's kind of all holding. Oh, there's plenty of non-signal sections here. So let's make sure to do this. Do that. Do this. Do that. Do this. Do that. Do this. Do that. There we go. I think that should get our trains to start running a little bit better. Now this guy is running in a direction that I've never even contemplated running. And we haven't seen anything be delivered here just yet. So are we properly doing this? Is this oh, this is not electrified. I think that's the issue. Okay, well, we need to get that electrified. So let's see. Yeah, so if we do that, yeah, we don't have it electrified. That's why we're struggling with it. So let's get all of this electrified. And electrified, and electrified. And there's a little slither there that's missing. That's all done. That's all done. That's now ready to go. And this should be ready to go. So that's all done. And then we can slowly get the rest of this kind of electrified as we go through here, right? Anything that's not electrified now needs to be electrified here, right? I'm assuming if it's you know, the sections that's not electrified just yet can still get electrified, no problem. Okay, so that should work. So the guy should be able to get through there and do its thing. So I can assign these guys. We've got some stuff here. Excellent. Have we started delivering any coal? Not yet. Where is my coal train? Should see a coal train come through here. Here we come. Nice, a nice full load of coal. Okay, so let's make sure to open this one back up and start running again. So we don't run out of steel. And drop it off. There we go. So there we go. We're creating cement, guys. Cement is flowing. So that means everybody... Oh, I don't think we have water here. We don't have a direct water import. It needs to be... do we have direct water? Is it working? It's not working, right? It is working, but I guess we're drawing directly from... Just go underground quickly. Yeah, we're definitely not giving its own water. It's currently saying that that's the situation. We cannot export concrete. So maybe it's okay. Maybe concrete's not going to be such a big deal. I didn't have anybody. It's got everything it needs, so we can start producing the prefab panels. So that's pretty cool to see. We should be getting the rest of the stuff in here ever so slowly. But yeah, guys, that means this area is now working. We probably need to have a look at our trains to come in here instead for dropping off some people, because we need people on this side. That's filling up nicely. This is filling up nicely. I guess it's getting everywhere. Yeah, everything is filled up. So next thing that is going to fill up is this this facility here. Let's just make sure to store this item only. Not that we'll get anything else in there. But yeah, that should be pretty good. We could look at a train arrangement to move cement. We've got a lot of these things. So if we wanted to maybe do a little slither here where we pick it up, we could do it. I don't think there's any room on that side. Could we do it on this side? I don't think we can do cement. Don't think we can do cement through there. But anyway, that's okay. Gonna see trains and stuff keep running in this area. Oh, we probably need at least another signal in here. What does this guy have? It doesn't have anything. It's going to go and load bricks. Okay, that's okay. So guys, I think we're going to leave it there. We've got this area finally working. How's this going? Another one should be fairly close to being done. Yeah, almost done there. So we'll get another big injection of cash. This is done. So people should be nice and happy with our cultural offering here. We should probably go ahead and assign a little piece of construction. Oh, this doesn't actively want to work. So like so, maybe. At least as a starting point. Can't get it to work through here. That's a bit of a bummer. So what we'll have to do is we'll have to do that. Okay. So we'll get started on that, and ultimately we'll tie it in on this side as well. But anyway, that's okay. Let's make sure to get that assigned. We need to assign our new construction teams in here. We don't have any ambulances here, but we do have doctors though, so that's good. Let's just buy a quick ambulance or two. Let's get these guys. They're all pretty old, right? Let's grab 97, 98, 98. 98's the newest. Yeah, let's just grab a couple of these guys. Okay, that's fine. Okay, guys, we will leave it there. It's been a long episode. There's so many little bits and pieces that we need to get done, and we still don't have this area operating at any kind of a reasonable pace. But we're starting to see some prefab panels popping in, which I like. So that's good. We're starting to see all of these things fill up. We need to get these other offices in place. We need to make sure we're sorting out our workers, which we will do in the next episode. And then really we can start going gangbusters with construction from this area. And if I need to add 2 more construction offices here, and I also want to do some helicopter construction from this side, then we're going to start to really move. And we can start building, doing some track building from here as well. We can even move everything over here and just do track building from this side. We can reconstruct this area also. And yeah, we do need to get our workers sorted out, because at the moment we're not actively running workers from over here. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.